the one thing that did catch my attention during the week, and I actually tweeted about how important I thought it was Conor McGregor and what is going on in Ireland.
Yeah.
And the how out front he has been. And now, of course, the attack that he has now come under. Boy, I tell you, I tweeted about how important I was that the champ was out in front on this and making his voice known. And he is not relenting, even though he has now come under vicious attack from his own government now, he's under investigation. But this whole revolving door of migration has come to Ireland, and he is no fan of it, and he is making no bones about it. He has demanded a new immigration system in Ireland, and when I say he is not relenting, just up to about 11 minutes ago, his tweet just came out. He said, "Have you ever seen the likes of this?" referring to a video that he retweeted in Dublin of locals accepting busloads of unvetted, undocumented migrants into their community. Sound familiar? Oh, I think it does. He says, "Have you ever seen the likes of this? This, in my opinion, is a crime against the fabric of Irish society. Scared residents of a community watch on helplessly, yet still peacefully, as multiple busloads of people are ushered into their community in blacked out buses in the dead of night. It's hard enough to secure your own base in Ireland as it is. To think of people who have worked so hard and saved up to secure a home and a community to raise their children, and then out of nowhere, without any warning, multiple busloads of people, and from the footage, all adult males are just swoon in silence. This is not good for Ireland. This is not good for the people. Who wants to experience this feeling? There is zero transparency throughout this entire procedure. People of this community are not told who these men are or why they are here. This is what I mean when I say we are at war. You cannot expect the people of Ireland to tolerate this. We will not." That is from 12 minutes ago from Conor McGregor, who continues to speak in the face of government really targeting him in this after this really was this murder that really set him off. His first tweet that caught my attention was the one he said, "No one's going to say this, but I'll say it. This guy should have never been in Ireland in the first place. The migrant was a parasite on the taxpayer, and he murdered one of our own." And that's the tweet that got my attention. And he has not relented, even in the face now of his own government launching a hate speech investigation into him. Delgado, have you, Slick, first of all, let me go to Slick. Slick, have you followed this story?
Yes, I had the other story as well. He was speaking out about the hostage girl, the young lady, too, from Ireland that was released, and they really didn't make much of a big deal about it. So I have that story coming up, and I have been following him. He's been on fire, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went after his own media as they tried to downplay.
Oh, and they're investigating him
obviously
now.
Similar to our media, what had happened in this situation. And he has not relented. He has called them out. Delgado, have you watched this?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. Again, it all stems from the knife attack from this, I believe it was Moroccan or Algerian. It was Algerian. And you know what? When I saw this and I saw the ensuing protest, the otherwise peaceful protest, because it was peaceful until they started rioting, but it was the fact that, you know what, we're seeing this now, but how long has this been going on? How many of these crimes have been going on that they don't talk about, that they don't want to publicize, but the people in Ireland and the people in those communities know full well what's been going on, but they see that it all just gets pushed to the side. Nobody acknowledges, we can't say anything, or they're going to say we're racist. Well, you know what? This has been going on. For this kind of reaction to happen at it like that, from the stabbing means that this is a bigger problem, and it's been going on a lot longer than we're just finding out. And it's like in this country, it's a bigger problem, but most people haven't found out just yet.
And when you think about McGregor, in Ireland. And we've talked about in all of these kind of situations, sometimes it only takes one voice, but it'd be hard to press to find a bigger voice in Ireland, obviously, than Conor McGregor, someone who rose to enormous fame in Ireland, obviously through his fighting, his double championships in the UFC, first to do that, 2 different weight classes. And I believe he'll be returning to prominence this year as he returns back to fighting this year. So, I mean, this is a guy who could probably run for prime minister and probably win. But putting that aside, he has really spoken out, not only about the events and this endless migration, this revolving door of migration, but even about the prime minister himself and about the media. As the prime minister the other day, they had this poor Emily Hand girl who was kidnapped by Hamas terrorists and during the October 7th killing spree. And she was released. And the Prime Minister of Ireland tweeted this: "This is a day of enormous joy and relief for Emily Hand and her family. An innocent child was lost, has now been found and returned." And Conor McGregor said she was abducted by an evil terrorist organization. What is with you and your government and your paid for media affiliates constantly downplaying, attempting to repress horrific acts that happen to children? You are a disgrace. The day after a stabbing of children in Ireland, not one paper had it on their front cover. We will not forget.